Hi everybody. So in this quick tutorial, we'll take a look at how to take your Raspberry Pi and actually get it going. So if all goes well and you've received a complete kit from the IMC, which hopefully everybody should have, the kit comes with a Raspberry Pi device, which is effectively your computer, a Wi-Fi stick, which I can just go ahead and place into one of these USB ports, and a power supply, which you can see right here, and I've got that plugged into just a power source, and an HDMI to SVGA cable, HDMI to DVI cable. One end looks like this, and that's going to go into your Raspberry Pi, and the other end looks like this, which is going to go into your computer monitor. You're also going to need, obviously, a computer monitor and a keyboard and a mouse in order to interface with your Raspberry Pi. So I'm going to go ahead and just start plugging things in. So you see I've already got my USB my USB Wi-Fi plugged in. I'm going to take my keyboard and I'm going to take my mouse and plug those guys in, because I'm going to need both of those. I'm going to take my monitor cable, which is my HDMI cord. If you're using a smart board, just a straight HDMI cord would work to your projector. So I'm going to plug that in. If I had speakers, which in this case I don't, I could plug them into this little port right there. And last but not least, this little guy right here, which is my power. And so I'm going to take my power cord, and I'm just going to go ahead and stick that in to the appropriate slot. And if all goes well, your monitor should begin showing a fairly colorful screen like that, and then go through the Raspberry Pi startup process. I don't know if you saw that briefly, but there was a shift key button you could press, so if things go south on your Raspberry Pi and you want to reset it back to factory defaults, there is a shift key that is possible. I would say though most of the time you can just go ahead and plug it in and just let it run up until you see the start screen. So there you go, there's my mouse and I am in. And at this point it works just like any other computer, whereas in Windows your start menu would be down here, in Raspberry Pi it's up here. You can see you've got various different tools including programming, internet browsing, and it will access the internet, some games that you can already play, and some other accessories like calculators you might need for practicing your coding. If you're a Scratch user, for example, you might find in the settings that, oh, actually Scratch isn't on this one, my mistake, but if you want to find other tools, probably a good place to start would be Raspberry Pi resources. Once you're done, all you need to do to shut your Raspberry Pi down, and you should do this prior to loading anything else into Raspberry Pi. When you're finished, and you can see I've got some neat things to choose from here to look at various different projects, but if I just go to menu and hit shutdown, it'll give me the option of what I want to do. I would like to actually shut down the computer entirely. I'll just do that. And momentarily things will start closing. And once your screen goes dead, which you'll usually tell by a disconnected signal prompt. Also, you can see that the light's blinking here. As soon as it stops blinking, it's red only. I can just go ahead and unplug, and always this is the first when you're shutting down and the last when you're starting it up. I'll take the power out, and now I can actually disconnect all of my different cables and put it back in the box.